This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Today is Easter Sunday, and there is no day that compares to this day. It is the Sunday of Sundays. We do what we do here at Christ the King every Sunday because of Easter Sunday. Early in the morning, on the first day of the week, Mary of Magdala went to the tomb and found that it was empty. As Jesus came forth from the darkness of that tomb and walked into the light of a new day, he altered the past and reshaped the future so that nothing would ever be the same again. On Good Friday, the world was given its say and pronounced its verdict, and the world said no to Jesus. The shouts of crucify him, echo through history. The world said no to his message of forgiveness and unconditional love, and Jesus was nailed to a cross. But then on Easter Sunday, God had his say and pronounced his judgment, and he spoke his yes to Jesus, to all that Jesus had said, all that he had done, all that he had taught. And with that mighty yes, the boulder that sealed the tomb where Jesus had been buried was rolled away, and Jesus walked out of his tomb, the firstborn from the dead, and the beginning of a new creation. We celebrate this day a love that is so complete, so perfect, so powerful, that it is stronger than death. And this is the love of our God. Early in the morning, on the first day of the week, a mighty act of God took place. Christ rose from the dead and forever altered the destiny of every human being. The resurrection of Jesus from the dead affirms that death is not the end. We are meant for life. We were made for life. Human life, my life, your life, is no longer limited to the cycle of birth to death. Easter is the answer to all the tears that have been shed at all of the graves of loved ones through the centuries. God's yes to Jesus was so loud, so powerful, that it too echoes through the centuries. Death no longer has the final word. And this is what makes Easter the greatest of all Christian feasts, and the good news that the church has proclaimed for more than 20 centuries. Easter announces that life has a glorious future. Because of what took place on that first Easter Sunday, the destiny of every human being has been infinitely expanded. Easter is the great turning point in human history. Easter invites us to be part of a new creation that is no longer subject to the limitations that the world places on us. The once crucified and now risen Lord invites all of us to enter a new world. This invitation was extended to each of us at our baptism, and the invitation is made again on this Easter Sunday. The tomb is empty. He is not there. And in the face of the news of the empty tomb, each one of us must make a decision. Jesus has come forth. He has conquered sin and death. He has risen to new life. And he has done this not for himself, but for each of us. We can remain a part of the old order that we know so well with all of its limitations, and we can remain in our tombs. Or we can step out into that new order that Easter heralds. Jesus invites us to step into a new and eternal dawn. At the Easter Vigil last night, a new fire was lit, and from that fire, the Paschal candle, the great symbol of Jesus' victory over death, was lit. And from the Paschal candle, a flame spread to hundreds of small candles that each person held. And as that light spread, the darkness of Holy Saturday night gave way to light, the light of Easter Sunday. On the day of our baptism, we were given a candle as a sign that we share in Jesus' victory, a candle that was lit from the Paschal candle. And the candle is a sign that we are an Easter people who have been called to be part of the new dawn that Easter heralds. This morning, we come together in good number to remember that we are an Easter people. In just a few moments, we will be invited to renew our baptismal promises, the promises by which we pledge to be part of this new order, the new dawn, the new creation that God has offered us in the life, the death, and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. It is Easter morning, and it is time for us to leave our tombs. And those tombs are many: the tombs of bitterness and unforgiveness, the tombs of insensitivity and pettiness, the tombs of selfishness and ingratitude, tombs of blindness and apathy. In so many ways, we fulfill the prophet Ezekiel's vision of dead men walking today. With God's yes to Jesus, not only was the stone rolled away from the tomb in which Jesus had been placed, but the stones have also been rolled away from our tombs as well, and we are invited to come out of those tombs. We are invited to leave the old ways of a dying world and to be born again into the new ways of the kingdom of God, the kingdom that Jesus preached in his living and in his dying. The good news that the church proclaims this Easter morning is that the stone has been rolled away, and you and I are invited to follow Jesus into the light of a new and a glorious day. God will not do us violence. He will not force any of us to leave our tombs. But in Jesus, his beloved Son and our risen Lord, he invites us to something new and far better than we have ever known or for which we could have ever hoped. The tomb is empty. It is the message of Easter Sunday. And in the face of the empty tomb, each of us must make a decision. And that decision is to remain in our many tombs here and now and for all eternity, or to come out of those tombs and live, really live, here and now and for all eternity. For over 2,000 years, the Church has faithfully proclaimed the good news of Easter Sunday, in season and out of season. And on this Easter morning, that proclamation is made once again. The tomb is empty. Jesus is not there.